Hi everyone, it's Dave here from Fit and Healthy Forever, coming to you from my own training facility. I just wanted to talk to you today about a nutritional strategy called intermittent fasting. Now some people may have heard of this, some may not have heard of it. It's a fairly new concept, although in the fitness industry it's been around quite a while. Now what it is it incorporates strategy where you have periods of fasting and periods of eating, and I'll explain that in more detail in a minute. It's easily incorporated into your lifestyle. It's one of the easiest and it's sustainable long term. So with traditional diets you always need to come off them at some point because you just crave food. On this you're not restricting calories, you're restricting the window that you eat in. Again, I'll explain that in more detail. It's flexible enough so that you can take the odd day off. If you've got a party at the weekend or a wedding at the weekend, you can take the day off and go back on it the following day with no detrimental effects. So if you remember years ago, you were always told to eat 3 meals a day, breakfast was the most important meal. Not necessarily so. New research is coming out where they're saying that true starvation mode occurs after 72 to 96 hours after eating your last meal. That's when your metabolism starts to plummet. Now, for years I did a bodybuilding type training and eating regime where I thought if I didn't eat every 2 or 3 hours that your metabolism would drop and you would lose muscle and you needed to eat and so on and so forth. Again, new research says not necessarily the case. Because people have always eaten carbohydrates in large amounts throughout the career or the life, then your body's always been used to using glycogen from your muscles as energy. It's not the most efficient, but that's for another day. I'll go into that in more detail. It takes approximately 6 to 8 hours for your body to use up all the glycogen stores in your muscles and your liver. That's when your body starts to eat into your fat stores. Now, if you go longer than that, you may burn fat for an hour or two. But what if you could burn fat every night or every day on this nutritional strategy? Would that be good? So, what it entails is, it restricts the window, as I said. There's 3 common ways of doing this. There's the every other day, the 5 and 2, but the one that I've experimented with over the last 12 months or so is the 16-8. What that means is you eat for an 8-hour window and you fast for 16 hours. Now that sounds a lot of fasting, 16 hours. It isn't, because if you work it right, you're sleeping for at least 8 of those hours. So all you're doing basically is skipping breakfast. Now I never ate supper, so supper never came into it for me. If you eat supper as well, it depends on how you want to work the period. You can pick that 8-hour period. So if you work a 9 till 5 job and you go to the gym afterwards, you could have your eating period between 12 and 8 or 1 and 9. Then you wouldn't eat nothing for 16 hours after that. So basically, again, you're just missing breakfast. So breakfast isn't necessarily the most important meal of the day. There's a study from the International Journal of Obesity that's stated that intermittent fasting is more superior for health benefits such as blood pressure, cholesterol, triglycerides. It also normalizes insulin sensitivity. Again, I'll go into that in more detail another day. It increases growth hormone. Now this is a big thing because growth hormone is what's called the fitness hormone or the anti-aging hormone. Now in women they're saying that this increases by 1300%. That is huge. In men, 2000%. Now this isn't up to, this is that number they're saying, research suggests. So if you could increase that, then obviously you would be, as they say, cooking with gas, because that is your fitness hormone, your anti-aging hormone. Again, lowering triglycerides, shedding unwanted fat, eliminating sugar cravings and reducing oxidative stress, which is the free radicals that roam around your body and cause inflammation and diseases and infections. The longevity you get from it is obviously anti-aging, so you're going to look younger as you get older, and also it increases the brain function. So it makes your brain more susceptible to taking in information. If you want to learn as you get older, it's not as easy now, but with this sort of diet it could be. What it does in a nutshell is it detoxes the body every night. So whereas if you slept 8 hours you wouldn't have gone into a fat burning mode, what's happening is all your blood in your body and your energy is being concentrated to digest the food that's in your stomach. If you go 16 hours fasting, after 8 to maximum 10 hours, you've used all your glycogen, digested your food. What you're doing then is the last 6 hours minimum, you are tapping into your fat stores. So this is something it's every night if you want to work it that way. Now, when I said flexibility, if you start this and so 3 weeks later you've got a wedding, or four months later you're going on holiday, take the day off it, take the week off it, and then go back on. You will still get the benefits when you go back on. It's not something that you have to sustain forever and be a monk. You can come off it. Now, as I say, it detoxes the body, it makes it a more finely tuned machine, and you don't have to stop eating the way you're eating now. But what I would stress is you need to try and eat healthy. So you need to cut a lot of the rubbish out. If you carry on eating the way you are now, you would still get some benefits, but it wouldn't be optimal. To try and eat healthy with it is going to give you more benefits than you'd ever believe. I've done this for 12 months and weight plummets off me. I have to go up to over 3,000 calories a day just to maintain 13 stone, which I've never ever in my life been able to do. So in a nutshell, 16-8 is the best way to go for me. So 16 hours fasting, 8 hours of eating. Choose the window yourself. So don't try and stay consistent with it. Don't change the window every day or every week. Try and stay with what fits in your lifestyle. If you do shift work, it's a bit more difficult. I've not tried this on shift work, so you'll have to work around that. If you want to, as I say, come off it, do so, but go back on. Don't come off it for indefinite periods or regular periods. Make sure it's a one-off here and there. Try and eat healthy. It will take approximately 2 weeks, I found, for your body to shift into a fat burning mode, but once you get in there, you will notice dramatic results if you do this properly. So try it out if it interests you. Let me know. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and comment and let me know how you go on with it. If you've got any comments you want to know more about it, comment to me on my Facebook page and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you'll try this, because this isn't just a diet in the traditional sense. It's a nutritional strategy that's very, very healthy, and it will give you dramatic results if you do it properly. So again, try it and let me know how you go on. Thanks for listening, everyone, and see you in the next video. Bye.